Hello. It is a pleasure to be with all of you today as we explore a subject that is foundational to our existence and which transcends biological, psychological, and societal boundaries, offering a profound model for understanding the interconnectedness of life. Its relevance spans across cultures and disciplines, shaping societal values, gender roles, ecological consciousness, and ethical frameworks. This is a discussion that opens a gateway to deeper insights into the way we live, evolve, and relate both to ourselves and to others. The concept of mother is deeply embedded in myths, traditions, and religious narratives around the world. In Egyptian mythology, for example, Isis represents the ideal mother, nurturing, protective, and all-powerful. A symbol of regeneration and rebirth, reflects the societal importance of the mother figure as a protector of life and a mediator between the mortal and the divine realms. Similarly, in Hinduism, the goddess Durga represents another dimension of the mother concept, embodying both nurturing and warrior-like qualities, indicating the duality of the mother figure as both the giver and protector of life. Durga encompasses not only care and compassion, but also strength and resilience, challenging simplistic or purely nurturing interpretations of the mother concept, aligning it with larger cosmological forces of balance and justice. In indigenous cultures, the concept of Mother Earth, Pachamama in South American cultures, for example, symbolizes the nurturing force of nature responsible for the sustenance of all a living being. This notion transcends the human experience, viewing the earth itself as a mother entity which aligns with the principles of interconnectedness and reciprocity that are central to many indigenous worldviews. The reverence for the earth as a mother figure reflects societal values surrounding stewardship, sustainability, and intertransgenerational responsibility. Rudick argues that maternal thinking encompassing attentiveness, responsibility, and rationality can serve as a model for ethical interactions in both personal and political spheres. And this perspective reframes the mother concept beyond biological function, emphasizing care as a fundamental human value. The restrictive definition of a mother carries far-reaching societal consequences. The compartmentalization of gender roles contributes to systemic violence, inequality, and mental health challenges. According to the World Health Organization in 2013, gender-based violence remains one of the most pervasive human rights violations, exacerbated by traditional norms that link masculinity to dominance and femininity to submission. The exclusion of men from nurturing roles further entrenches these dynamics, reinforcing harmful cycles of emotional repression and aggression. Beyond the individual level, these constructs shape economic and social systems. Carol Gilligan, in her book In a Different Voice, observes that ethical models associated with care, often linked to women's experiences of motherhood, are undervalued in societies that prioritize competition and dominance over relational interdependence. This devaluation of care work has profound implications, influencing societal approaches to conflict resolution, governance, and economic priorities. Recent research challenges these outdated paradigms by advocating for a more inclusive understanding of caregiving. Ryan Eisler, in the book The Real Wealth of Nations, emphasizes that societies that prioritize care, regardless of gender, foster greater equity, prosperity, and social cohesion. And similarly, Michael Lump highlights the benefits of shared caregiving responsibilities, demonstrating how active paternal involvement positively impacts family dynamics, emotional well-being, and child development. These perspectives call for an expansion of the concept of motherhood to transcend biological determinism and embrace a more holistic, inclusive vision of care. Being a mother is an existential condition. It's not a gender issue. It is within this broader reconsideration of motherhood that the concept of mother, me, the other, emerges, challenging entrenched binaries and offering a redefinition that acknowledges the complexity, fluidity, and interdependence of mother identity beyond the traditional constraints. In neuroscience, mirror neurons provides a compelling biological explanation for human interconnectedness. Discovered by Rigolati and colleagues in the 1990s, these neurons activate both when performing an action and when observing another perform the same action. And this mirroring mechanism is believed to play a crucial role in empathy, allowing individuals to feel and understand the emotions of others as if they were their own. Such findings support the idea that the boundary between me and other is permeable, reinforcing the intrinsic nature of human connection. Biologically, humanity is unified by shared genetic heritage. The Human Genome Project in 2003 revealed that all humans share 99.9% of their genetic material, underscoring the profound commonality underlying human diversity. And as Harari observes in the book Sapiens, this genetic similarity reflects a shared evolutionary history that transcends cultural and racial distinctions. Sociologically, Teifel and Turner's social identity theory further supports the notion that identity is shaped through group membership and relational dynamics. Cultural belonging and collective experiences influence self-perception, emphasizing that human identity is not an isolated construct, but a co-created reality. And this interdependence is also reflected in epigenetics, where environmental and social factors influence gene expression. Prenatal sciences suggest that consciousness itself may be relational rather than isolated. Prenatal psychology supports the interconnected view, as research indicates that prenates respond to external stimuli, displaying awareness and interaction with their environment before birth. Ecological and environmental studies further demonstrate humanity's deep interconnectedness with the planet. Lovelock's Gaia hypothesis posits that the Earth functions as a self-regulating organism with human activity intricately linked to its well-being. This perspective dissolves the perceived divide between me and other, extending the concept of interdependence to include not only other people but the entire ecosystem. In cosmology, the mother concept serves as a metaphor for the generative processes of the universe. Capra argues that the shift from a mechanistic to an ecological worldview in science mirrors the nurturing and the interconnected principles associated with mothering. Today, the notion that in mother I find me and the other captures the profound interconnectedness between individual identity and relational dynamics, grounded in both prenatal sciences and broader sociocultural frameworks. In this context, the mother serves as a foundational figure, embodying both the self and the other, a duality that reflects the inextricable link between internal and external realities. The way we perceive others is deeply influenced by how we view ourselves. Compassion, acceptance, and understanding towards the self often extend outward, fostering empathy in relationships. Conversely, self-rejection or unresolved inner conflict can manifest as hostility or indifference toward others, reinforcing cycles of violence and alienation. The current prevalence of violence and conflict across societies can be seen as an outward expression of inner turmoil and disconnection from the self. When individuals struggle with feelings of inadequacy, of anger, of self-hatred, these internal battles often spill into their social environment. According to the World Health Organization in 2016, violence frequently arises from a combination of personal and societal factors, with self-identity playing a pivotal role. A fractured sense of self may lead individuals to externalize their pain through aggression or exclusion, perpetuating broader patterns of discord. And this raises critical questions about how humanity perceives itself. If collective behaviors reflect a pattern of discontent and violence, they may signal a deeper crisis of self-worth. Such negative self-perceptions often stem from societal conditioning, cultural narratives, or historical traumas, forces that imprint feelings of inadequacy or rage onto the individual psyche. Notably, cultural constructs surrounding masculinity and power frequently equate strength with dominance, reinforcing cycles of violence. And these narratives, internalized over time, shape how individuals relate to themselves and by extension to others. The me and other are in mother concept serves as a mirror reflecting how our internal landscapes inform external relationships. Engaging with the mother reveals how our capacity to nurture, care, and empathize with ourselves directly shapes our interaction with others. When individuals embrace their own complexity with compassion, they are better equipped to offer that same grace to those around them. This shift in perspective becomes particularly impactful during pregnancy, a time when the recognition of interconnectedness and the value of life can inspire broader social change. Recognizing the inherent value of life and the interconnectedness of all beings leads to efforts to address systemic inequalities affecting human health, education, access to resources. A heightened awareness of the rights of the unborn can spark movements aimed at ensuring every child, regardless of background, is afforded dignity and a healthy start according to the United Nations in 2015. Expectant parents embracing this perspective and the humanity as a whole may engage in collective action for policy change. This perspective also fosters international cooperation as countries can share best practices, prenatal education as planetary education, to empower humans to create nurturing environments for the children, fostering emotional bonding and resilience. This strengthens the transfer of wisdom across generations, encourages peaceful communication, prioritizing empathy, compassion, cooperation, laying the foundation for more harmonious societies. The transformative experience of pregnancy can inspire involvement in global peace movements. Understanding that violence often stems from inner disconnection, individuals may support initiatives focused on healing and reconciliation, helping to break cycles of systemic violence. The mother, me, the other concept offers a powerful framework for understanding how self-perception shapes relationships, and by extension society. It invites us to view Mother as an embodiment of strength, wisdom, and interconnectedness, not separation. The transformative shift experienced during pregnancy underscores the profound global implications of embracing life's interconnectedness, spanning social justice, health, education, peace building. Thus, we pave the way for a future where care, cooperation, and interconnectedness guide both individual growth and collective progress. Thank you.